What is up, guys? I am Solbash. Welcome back. We are back with some more Paladin Strike. Today we have got a developer update. Shout out to Brian for doing the hard work on this. This is Lionheart. He is basically the vice president of Hi-Rez. He got an update out for us, talking some early stuff about closed beta 4. And we're looking at here at the post that he put up on the website, and he linked that through Twitter. So we'll leave a link for that in the description below. But what he said is, hi to everyone. Today I'd like to chat about closed beta 04 and share an overall update with you on our plans for early 2018. Also, I want to quickly apologize for not posting in the last few weeks. I was away on personal leave and have been very busy with the team since my return. I know it's not an excuse, but I hope you will forgive me. Now, I want to pause right here and I want to say congratulations to Lionheart for one. God, you don't need any excuse. He just got married, so big congratulations to you, man. Shout out for real. That is awesome, and I'm glad you had an amazing 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however long you took off, and I'm glad to see that you're back. All right, let's jump into the preview for closed beta 04, starting with gameplay. Similar to summons, we are updating the siege to improve the overall experience. Our new siege map will have a more robust environment. It is inspired by the fish market from Paladins, with new routes for players to create more strategic gameplay and the capture point. We have solved some problems with the payload's travel path that should make defending easier before. Okay, and so they made it easier than before, and what they're talking about is the payload was kind of going the opposite way. It goes towards the base, so now it's going to be going away from you, so it'll be able to, if you're losing and the payload is being pushed towards you, it's easier for you to get there and defend it. What they said is we want Siege to be as fun and competitive as possible, and these changes are designed to make the mode better in both categories. Of course, we will be looking for your feedback on these adjustments and whether you feel the gameplay is improved. Now let's take a closer look at this. I have it pulled up right here. Yeah, it looks great. Of course, the styles changed. It's at the 45-degree angle, I believe is what they call it on the gameplay. But overall, the aesthetics, they've actually updated the UI, it looks like, as well. We'll get into that hopefully in just a second. But look at the map right here. I'm going to zoom into this a little bit. They showed us the preview of this. So this is the starting area for one team and the other. And of course, the capture point's in the middle. But what they've done with it is, instead of it being one big square that everybody's just globbed and going to the center, there's more strategic points where you can actually flank. So you have flank paths going to the right side on both sides of the map. They're identical if you split it down the middle, it looks like. So you have flank points behind here and here, and these green spots are the actual hills. Now there's no towers or anything like that heal you in this mode. It's the actual hills that are laying on the ground, and I believe they're roughly about a 15 to 20 second cooldown before they respawn. But yeah, that makes for some pretty fun gameplay, and also it's gonna make interesting for some of these characters that have a decent range on them. For instance, like a Canessa, because there's a lot of real estate right here, just in a very long straight line in some points. I believe that's what I've seen and read up a little bit on the actual Paladins map that they have in the game, the fish market. It's a Canessa proving ground. So let's jump back into what else he's got to say. For content, Tyra will be joining the realm along with 2 more champions as we move through the first 6 weeks of 2018. However, we also have plans to test updates to some existing champions in order to create more variations in control and playstyle. This means experiments with manual aiming for primary weapons, ability modifications, and other tests. I hope you will keep an open mind and be supported, as we have worked hard to make the game appealing to a broad audience while also adding more depth to the core gameplay. Now, I love this. For one, new champions, of course, that's always amazing. The new champion right here, this is Tyra. I'll pull this up in a little bit larger image so you can see here. She looks pretty dope. Looks like, of course, she's going to be possibly another damage type champion. I haven't done any research on her yet. I'll look up some stuff on her from the actual Paladins game, and we'll talk about that in another video. But let's get back to this right here. So on top of the characters, there's going to be another one on top of Tyra. Now, they haven't said which one it's going to be, but we'll see what we can get out of them eventually, talking to them. However, they have plans to change the playstyles. Now, this is something I want to talk about as well real quick, which means experimenting with manual aiming for primary weapons. Now, you've probably seen this in some similar games, but it's basically going to be similar to what you could do with your A, B, and C abilities. Basically, you'll be able to drag your auto attack or your basic attack out like a manual attack. I'm not sure if it's going to be on all champions or just some champions. They haven't stated that. They also said some abilities will be modified and other tests as well. So I'm very interested in what to see this update is going to bring. This seems pretty huge already. What else they said? Also, I'm pleased to share that we are making big technical improvements to the stability and overall architecture of Paladin Strike. We don't want games that you win to end in a draw, nor do we want your game to crash when you are in an important match. We hope to expand our device compatibility with Closed Beta 4 so that more Android users than ever before can download and enjoy Paladin Strike without memory issues or having to rip the APK because of restrictions on Google Play, which they have set for our benefit. For technical improvements are not complete, but this update should be a significant step towards in creating the world-class experience for everyone who plays Paladin Strikes. Alright, so with Closed Beta 4, a lower device compatibility. So I'm guessing they may have hopefully fixed some things so some of you other guys will be able to get it and play it, because currently it's restricted to Android 6.0. And something about having to rip the APK because of restrictions. I'm not sure if they're talking about lifting some restrictions and putting it in more areas. He didn't really specify that, but it seems like they kind of hinted to something right there about it. And maybe instead of a closed beta after 4, eventually they'll go into something like an open beta so everybody can be able to test it openly. What they said here, lastly included in Closed Beta 4 is an update to the entire UI mode. I did notice that just on the CG picture. The UI modifies the flow and better aligns with the Paladins universe. We know there is more we can do to improve the navigation for new and veteran players alike, and we will be carefully studying your interactions with this UI. There are a lot of features that we want to improve and add or polish, and this is one step in that journey. Let's go ahead and look at this. I've got this pulled up as well. This looks pretty cool. It does look a lot more Paladins-y as far as the colors, everything. The text even looks a bit different as well. You also have down here, let me zoom out a little bit. You have the bottom interactions. It's moved around a little bit. The shopping cart, it was right over here, so it's moved to your right, but you still have your champions tab, your runes, your bag, your achievements, your mail, and your friends list right there. Casual, competitive, your sign in for your stuff, and your daily rewards. So overall it looks a lot better. I like the brightness of it. It looks like they brightened it up a little bit. And right here, the last thing that was said in this, hopefully you enjoyed the preview for Closed Beta 04. There will be a detailed patch notes and more information during the week of HRX. And I encourage you to watch the high-res keynote at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Time on Thursday, January 4th for 1 or 2 bonus announcements. As for the next few months, there's tons plans for Paladin Strike, and aside from the tests with the champions I've shared above, we will continue to refine our game modes and technology. We are also discussing the best way to keep players engaged for years to come, including new features for progression, social, and more. There are some fun mechanics that we want to test, buildings with limited vision, for example, updates to the talent system, and many other changes that we'll be talking about more in 2018. We also plan to add more regions to soft launch, including the Philippines, which will build on the community foundation that you have helped create. There is a lot we need to complete before we can exit soft launch and release Paladin Strike to everyone, but our team is focused on making that happen in the first half of 2018. I can't promise you we will achieve that goal. Releases are often delayed and the road ahead is a long one, but I sincerely appreciate your support and we will continue to drive forward on your behalf. Always feel free to leave your comments on Reddit/Paladin Strike and I will be happy to respond. Thanks and see you next time, Lionheart. Thank you, Lionheart, for this update. This is huge. So one thing I want to point out, I haven't opened up the thing for HRX, but there is going to be a keynote at 9:15 on Thursday, January 4th. So that is the Thursday after the new year at 9:15 a.m. So that is in the morning time. So that'll be like 7:15 in the morning for my time. So make sure you note that is Eastern Standard Time in the United States. Make sure you look at the times when you're doing that. And also he announced right here that they're going to be soft launching more, including the Philippines. So maybe that's what they were referring to with closed beta 04. There's going to be the Philippines open up. Now I know I do have a lot of Filipino audience and a lot of Southeast Asian influence from playing a lot of these mobile games. I know you guys are in that region, so this is huge. You're going to have a closer server for you to be able to test some of this stuff, so hopefully a lot more of you guys will be able to get the game and be able to enjoy it. And they did say they did change some of this up here for the APK, that way you don't have to rip it. So I'm excited to see what else this brings. Like I said, HRX, it's about 2.5 weeks away, so get excited for that. They're going to be announcing some pretty big stuff there. If you have any questions or would like to add anything onto this, this is huge. This is one of the biggest updates that they've put out on Paladin Strike. I want your feedback, guys. I know these guys from Hi-Res, Lionheart, all the community managers, all the guys there in the office. I know they see these videos and I'm pretty sure they go through the comments because I've seen them comment in them before. So leave your feedback here as well. Also make sure you go check out the Reddit subreddit for Paladin Strike. Join the Discord server. I will leave links for everything in the description down below. Make sure you guys stay involved and let's help make this game an even better game than what it already is. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll bring you some more updates about this new hero. We'll kind of talk about what she's possibly going to be able to do. But until then, like I said, thank you again for watching. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on, as we do post quite a bit here. And make sure you hit that like button, as it does help us out a lot. But with that being said, folks, thank you again so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. I am Solbash. You guys have a nice day.